Tonight we're reviewing. Oh, welcome to Shooting the Shit with Rhonda and T. Tonight we're reviewing Power Season 2, Episode 10. But before we get started,
We did episode 10.
We didn't do
no,
it.
we didn't. We went over that last week. This is it.
This is the last one. This is the season finale.
Why? Smash the thumbs up button, subscribe to our channel. I got to my Bible.
All right.
Anyway, so back to Power.
Mm-hmm.
Power starts with Dante and Monet on a boat. He's romancing her with jewelry and the whole nine, and it's something about the chemistry is just a little off for me.
That's what I was gonna say. She look angry all the dang on time. She couldn't even look sweet. She couldn't even look soft in that moment. She looked evil all the time.
Like, I have to say, like, when I found out Candy was gonna be on the Shy, I was like, then when I seen it, I was like, okay, Candy, she came and did her little sexy thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mary ain't doing it for me. I don't know what's happening.
Even though that's not the part that Candy wanted in the Shy, but okay.
Still, she came and did her job.
She did.
Yeah, she wanted.
Mary
is
not soft.
I mean, I think she could have done that too. That role, but I like the person that they chose. But then they end up switching her out in the first.
I like the second one better. I thought
I like the first one better.
The one. I liked the first one, and then the second one came, and then I didn't like the second one, and then because she was just a substitute,
right?
I started liking her better than the first one because I thought she did a good job.
I like the first one better, but anyway, we talk about Power. You know, they're talking about their plan to murder Lorenzo casually over a day ride on a yacht. What's this man's name? Mecca has decided he's got two names, so I don't know whether Mecca Dante decided that he's not going to kill Lorenzo. He thinks Kane should do it because for some bullshit reason we got to cover our own ass. And she was like, "Yeah, okay, you're right." I'm so confused.
They love killing a daddy on here, don't they?
She had
some daddy killers. Everybody killed their daddy. Didn't Tommy kill his daddy?
Did he?
I think so.
He did. For Ghost.
Everybody killed. Yeah.
I forgot about Tommy killing his dad. Well, anyway, she agrees to do it. She agrees to talk to Kane, to tell Kane that Kane needs to be the one to kill Lorenzo. That shit sounds crazy, but okay. Tariq and Effie are getting up. He's calling, trying to find out what's up with Lauren. When Effie wakes up, he low-key trying to hang up the phone, and she's like, if it's a chick, then go ahead and leave a message. Okay, girl. But no, Tariq was calling Lauren to find out, what's up, and Lauren is not answering his calls, so he is very concerned about that. They go into a conversation, Tariq is feeling a way about everybody around him getting in trouble. And he said, that she's like one of the only people he can trust. I don't know where that came from. Why does he feel like out the blue, Effie is all of a sudden,
You sure can't trust her.
The only person he can trust though?
I'd be like Braden. Braden seemed like the only one you could trust. He's the only one.
Sure. Well, now we see. We're in court. Tariq finds out that Braden's brother is supposed to be testifying, which is an issue. So Davis is like, so what is he gonna say? And Tariq was like, well, there was this one time where he stole our drugs, and then Kane made him pay us back by making him and Braden sell drugs. That's gonna be an issue. Nobody wants him to come in court and say that, even though, selling drugs and killing people is two different things. So what are we on trial for? We're not here because I was supposed to be selling drugs.
No.
So Dante has Zeke back at the hangar trying to, woo him. He's, showing him all his cars and planes and all of this, and trying to tell him, this could all be yours. And he wants Zeke to go away with him and Monet. And Zeke said he doesn't trust him. He doesn't trust Monet. And he don't trust Dante Mecca because you trust Monet. So, the fact that you sitting by her makes me feel not comfortable about you.
Smartest thing his ass and did this whole episode, this whole season.
Who, Zeke?
Don't you? Mm-hmm.
Well, finally, you don't trust Monet. It's too late for that now. Dante Mecca gives his son a car, some kind of sports thing that looks like it drives very fast, that looks like people that are 6'7" probably can't fit in, but he's driving around like a monster. He gets the car and Zeke is like, oh yeah, he's into it. I still don't trust you.
But I'm gonna drive this car.
I'm gonna drive this car. Monet meets up with Kane to try to convince him to kill his father. She starts manipulating him, telling him like, Lorenzo tried to shoot me and look how he treats you. He don't have no respect for you. You should be in charge. He put Drew in charge. So she's trying to pick at all his little insecurities, but Kane is like, that's my father though. So
right.
What do you mean? Like,
who my name is, Lorenzo.
I'm named after him. So it's, I'm mad, but I didn't know this is what we were supposed to be doing. She said, where's Tariq when I need him? And when he finds out that Tariq actually killed his own father, okay, now I'm gonna do it. I don't know what his heart on is for Tariq, but that is so crazy. Like, honestly, Tariq had your back better than your mama did, because that shit was like a mental mind, what, that I'm not supposed to say.
Right. This soft dude did it. Oh yeah, but then I'll do it.
But then I'll do it.
So forget your daddy, because Tariq did it.
Tariq killed his dad.
Stupid.
Wow. So we're in court. The DA calls Braden to the stand because she done pulled another, bamboozle, talking about Braden's brother is sick, but instead of him, we're gonna have Braden here because they have the same information. Of course, Davis tries to object to it, but the judge is kind of tired of postponing this. He's like, let's just, I got my eye on you, girl, but we gonna go ahead and push forward with this one.
Right.
Whoa, can I just tell you how my blood pressure flew? In this moment when Bray walked to that courtroom, I looked at Tariq, he looked at me, I looked at Tariq, he looked at me. We were like together.
I had all confidence in him. I didn't even feel no kind of way.
Did you? I was concerned because Bray was feeling away. I'm like, Tariq, I was like Tariq, you told him everything. The only person you could trust told you to tell Braden everything, and here he comes to testify.
But he's his Tommy. Braden is his Tommy.
I guess.
So that's like,
I was concerned.
I wasn't worried.
I was worried as hell. Braden got
every right to
prove me wrong. He told them that he knew Tariq didn't he knew Tariq from the other school, and he's his roommate at Stansfield, and he knows that Tariq didn't kill. I don't know what that has to do with anything either though, because he's like, I know for a fact Tariq didn't kill Jabari because I'm the one that's selling drugs. I sold drugs over at the other school, and I'm selling drugs over here too. I don't know how that makes Tariq innocent of murder. Because
they said
that was his motive.
Killed Jabari because Jabari was writing the book about Tariq, and he's saying the book wasn't about Tariq.
It was about him.
Mm-hmm. So if you don't have that, then he don't have no motive. Why would he kill him if the book wasn't about him?
Well, the DA
Yeah.
is sitting here looking a damn fool again. Here she go. This time, had nothing to do with David. She brought her own witness in there that she forced. She forced him to come in there. She should have left him alone, but he did not, he did not work out in her favor. So now, Davis and them are just sitting there watching the whole thing play out. Braden said he was running, the drugs through his course correct program. He broke down the whole system and how it worked. And she was like, well, how do we know it's you? And he pulled out them papers that Tariq signed a long time ago. Now, I knew them papers were going to come back into play.
You did say it. You did say it.
Back.
I didn't think about that though, but you did say it.
I didn't think about that. I didn't know it was going to work in Tariq's favor. I thought it was probably going to work against him, but but they damn sure came back and he pulled out that paperwork and she looked a damn fool again. His father was sitting there out there like, I know you lying. You did not just know that. So yeah. Case dismissed, y'all, because this is a hot mess. We got this boy over here. She hiding evidence again, allegedly.
Again.
So everybody gets to go home. I don't know why Braden got to go home. But I do know.
Because we know why. Do we need to say why? We know why.
Okay, you were selling drugs. Your daddy's super rich. We'll talk about that later. Not really. We'll just send you away.
Right.
Whatever. Tariq goes home, and I was relieved because that first 30 minutes had me very stressed. First, you got Mary over here trying to get her kid to kill his father. That was too much for me. That was too much. I was like, oh, Kane, this is why you're so messed up. Because your mother be, manipulating you too. You don't know whether you're coming or going. And he's not stupid, not like Zeke stupid.
Right.
But he's, he's not smart either. And I think that's messed up. It would be messed up to grow up in a family where everybody keeps calling you stupid. You're not really stupid. You know what I'm saying? You're working with not information. We see how that works out. When you put somebody on a task and don't tell them all the information, that is not gonna work. And then call him stupid afterwards. Anyway, I'm glad that's how it all turned out. Tariq goes back to the office with Davis. They're standing up there. Well, Davis is having a cocktail and a celebration because he done made a lot of money off this trial. And, and he didn't even have to do the work to get Tariq off. Tariq wants to now go stop the adoption for Jasmine. He wants to get his sister back. And Davis is pretty much like, why don't you just go to school, get yourself together, and then go get your sister.
He can't do nothing for Jasmine. The part
is that the stipulation would be that they're never to see each other again. That's not healthy for the little girl to be that old and then her family gets snatched out of her life to never be seen again. There should have been a different kind of arrangement.
Like they're not even thinking about it. Like, first of all, her mom and dad was never around. They always stuck with the grandmama. You lost your one sister, and then all of that with Tariq. Like, that girl she probably
traumatized too.
She need counseling.
Well, Tariq doesn't agree to that. He said he's not doing that. He wants and he also wants a refund. Tariq, you're not getting no refund. You knew better.
Well, Tariq said that. I wanted to slap him. I'm like, no, come on.
You are not getting a refund. Because he said he needs a refund because you were getting money from Kane also. And you are not supposed to be double dipping. I should go to the ethics committee. And Davis was like, go to the ethics committee and tell them how you killed that man. And that's why I'm getting paid. That's what I thought. You'll make a good lawyer someday. What do you say?
Absolutely. That's where he should go. He need to go to law school because him and Met is just alike.
He said, you'll make a decent lawyer someday. And Tariq was like, it ain't no such thing as a decent lawyer.
Right. I
mean, not if he's a good one, I suppose. It's kind of like a decent politician, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be like the same thing? The DA went down to the bar where the lawyers go when they win their cases, apparently. And she saw Sachs sitting at the bar. She's all in her feelings because not only did she lose her case, but she found out that Lauren is dead. And she feels responsible. I feel like she should feel responsible. That little girl told her she didn't want to have nothing to do with that, and you try to force her to do it anyway. And then all the people, the drug dealers, the lawyers, and everybody in the city knew that Lauren was the one swearing her wife. That's your fault. Because you knew when you handed that shit over to Davis that it was a wrap. Same thing that you try to keep secret. Well, maybe she should seek another type of employment because she's the dumbest lawyer. Yeah.
I mean,
She want to blame Tariq. Tariq is to blame for Lauren's death and Carrie's death. Is he? Because if he did anything, he kept trying to tell Lauren to stay out of the business. Stay out of the business. Don't get in the business.
and he ain't had nothing to do with Carrie. He really didn't.
No, he didn't really. She was saying how, and Sachs was like, well, I mean, Lauren got in an accident and Carrie committed suicide because, of all the stuff and humiliation and, everything that she had to go through publicly. And he was letting her know he understood how she felt because he went through some humiliation in that way and how low he went, planting the gun on Ghost. And, he was just letting her in on, how he could understand why Carrie would feel that way. It's a love story in the making.
It really is, though.
You know her. Maybe she should just let it go. Just let it go because
He's telling her right because he was obsessed with Ghost. That was ridiculous.
She's obsessed with Tariq, and it is gonna drive her crazy.
Yeah.
She was pretty much telling him, if you keep letting it go, that makes you a part of it. So, and you're an unethical type dude. That's why we can't be together because.
And I was like, B, he trying to stop you. He trying to look out for your mental health, but you want to get attitude. So
I was gonna say, I don't like Sachs at all, but based on the way he was explaining that situation,
but he was looking out.
You were supposed to be sympathetic with what he just told you.
Exactly. He just told you he thought about committing suicide, and your response was to snap.
Because you're not an ethical person. That's why.
That's
what I just said. That's what I just
explained. Run away.
Karen. Tariq meets up with Monet. And Monet tells Tariq basically, like, you owe me a favor. I'm sure he does. She's cashing in her favor, whatever it is. She wants him to kill Dante. Kane is supposed to kill Lorenzo, and Tariq is supposed to kill Dante. She hates both of these niggas. She just hates everyone.
She ain't no good. She ain't no good.
I was confused. I'm like, who does she love? Who does she hate? What is happening? Because when Daddy came home, she sure didn't seem happy about that. Now she's like trying to protect Daddy from Dante. Tariq told her all about Dante being a snitch and everything. I feel like every time Monet tries to pull one, or Lorenzo, they find out all kind of dirt within their own family. They can't focus on what's going on in the streets because they keep backstabbing each other. Poor Kane keeps walking around half out of everything. Drew over there getting some ding all the time, so he is not focused because we ain't seen him do nothing but get booty for 10 episodes.
We wait till we get to that, but he really make me mad this episode. But go ahead. Him gonna get him in trouble.
I mean, he didn't get booty this episode, but he sure rolled through, pulled up.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you're gonna get in trouble.
But he more action than anybody. I think it's funny. Monet comes over there, tells Tariq that she needs him to kill Dante, but she also expects him to come up with the plan. Her and Lorenzo both, they don't never have a plan. They always be looking to the kids to figure it out. This is what's gonna happen. Now y'all go figure it out and tell us what you're doing. Tariq was like, he could do that, but he needed to get his money first, because he had asked Mecca for $2 million. He's like, let me get my money, and then we could go ahead and take him out. Monet goes to talk to Lorenzo. She walks into the club. Isn't that the club? He back at the club. Nobody's ever there. Is it still closed? They didn't get the windows fixed?
No, she killed old boy for the windows to get fixed. So
Oh my
ain't
God.
nobody
So
else.
they just go meet over there and play,
Yeah,
trade drugs.
nobody's ever there. Yeah.
When he's sitting up there, she walks in, his boys, Mecca's boys. I just feel like Lorenzo is dumb too. I don't understand. Your soldiers all are loyal to someone else. All of your soldiers.
Do you really think that you could be in prison all that time and come out and your soldiers is gonna be loyal? You don't know.
And the most loyal soldier you got, which is Kane, you keep sending him off somewhere. Anyway, Monet comes in and tells Lorenzo about Mecca's plan to have him killed. Wasn't that her plan? She said it was Mecca's plan, but I'm pretty sure that was her plan.
She's a liar. That was hers. She's a liar.
I mean, Mecca came along before him. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like she cheated on him with Mecca. You just left out of the story. So anyway, they fight over who's gonna kill Mecca. He wants to do it. She's like, nah, you can't do it. I'm gonna do it. Somebody please do it.
Right.
So then Lorenzo goes back to the house to talk to Drew and Diana and tell them there's a plan. He doesn't really know the details of the plan, but he needs to know that they're on board. Diana's hesitant. Wait, she's getting this part of the story and that part. She's like, that sounds sus. And Tariq's involved too. I don't know. This sounds weird. But, reluctantly, she agrees to be on board. Her and Drew, they're on board. They'll meet up with Tariq and Kane, and they'll find out what they're supposed to do. I don't know how he's running the streets. Well, clearly he's not.
He's not.
So back at the dorm, Braden is packing up his stuff. Tariq walks in and, they have a little conversation about, things that happened during the course of the day. Braden is trying to figure out a new plan, like course correct is over, obviously. I'm gonna go stay where I gotta stay. He gotta go work for his father. That's interesting. I don't feel like that's information that's gonna go away anytime soon, because we know Braden ain't leaving.
Right.
He's gonna go work for his father and probably sell drugs, because he's coming up with a plan. Tariq is
because he's in love with it.
He likes it. Yeah. He's coming up with a plan. So, and we know that the two of them together clearly can come up with some situations that'll get you $500,000 a day if you needed to, because that's all they've been doing all this time. Tariq said he's out of the game. He don't want to do that no more. He's tired. I feel tired for Tariq because I'm tired. It's just like as soon as he handles the situation, he walk out the door straight into something else. He don't even get a chance to suffer those few times that he was getting booty from all these girls, and now they all want to kill each other. That's gonna be his downfall. He better sit still somewhere. Tariq said, "Did my car get used?"
Out the blue.
Braden was like, "Yep, twice." Oh, now you realize you left your phone there with Diana. Because that seemed like a good idea. Diana seems like the kind of person you don't leave alone in your room. If she was thirsty, she should have stopped at the store before she came over there.
She was just, overwhelmed. She was crying.
Okay. He was like, that Diana stole my drugs. And Braden was like, that's savage. I couldn't even be mad at her, like, because these same drugs have been stolen at least 3 times. Tariq asked Braden, how did it go with Lauren? Braden was like, it went well. She drove off. I didn't see her go, but have a nice night. We had that conversation. Everything's cool. He knows it's not cool, or he doesn't know. He don't know what the hell happened, to be honest. But he did see her drive off.
He did.
Unconscious. Well, she rode off. She didn't drive off. She rode off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Effie actually was the one that rode
But
off.
he wasn't supposed to say nothing to Effie, so he can't say nothing.
He can't say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
here's my thing. But before that, he be so dismissive of Braden. Like Braden didn't just put his whole life on the line for you. He didn't get kicked out of school.
He said good looking out. What else do you want? Good looking out.
I mean, oh my God, that is horrible. He is so much like Ghost. He is so much like Ghost.
He won't accept that.
Tommy.
He's not trying to accept that. Well, Kane shows up to the door because we know that Kane has free reign of the college campus. He's there all the time, and these two don't lock their doors.
Teacher's like,
that
hey,
doesn't
Kane.
make sense that they don't lock their door.
The teacher sent him in the hallway. They were like, hey, Kane.
Right, they should all know him. Well, he's Lorenzo. In college, he's Lorenzo.
Oh yeah, he's Lorenzo. All right. Hey, Zo.
Yeah. Yeah. Tarika's asking him, like, are you sure you're ready for this? Like the whole kill your father thing. I'm just saying. And you know, he acting all tough, like, yeah, I'm ready. Like, what you mean? You did it. Tarika's like, you know what?
Because if you could do it, I can do it.
Right. He was like, you'll never be the same after, you know, and I get it, like, you doing it for your family, because I had to do it for my family. You looking out, and that's, you know, that's to be admired. But you know, if Becca finds out, he gonna kill your whole family, and he gonna wait and save you for last, so you can see all of them niggas die. That's how he does things. And I'm like, you're not wrong. He is. He seems like the type that would want to torture you. And you know, he just told him, like, you know, I get why you know, say you'll do it, but you'll never be the same after that. Your boy Zeke over here just making pop-ins at the police station.
He get dumb. I don't know if Lorenzo, they go tit for tat, tit for tat. Woo, this boy here.
Oh, he just wanted to pop in and check and see if is Carrie really like commit suicide? Is that what happened or no?
Cause why? What you know?
Nothing.
Why you
I'm just making sure. He ought to be glad he's not back in jail since he was the one that found her hanging there. He ought to be glad that they didn't try to accuse him for
because if it was been that police officer, that's exactly
what would have happened.
It was somebody else that reported that day. Cause
we
him
been back on Zeke.
Yep.
In court. So Tate meets up with the Democratic lead of whatever his job is. They want to have a discussion with the congressman. First, the lead is sitting there talking to the congressman, and he showed him the pictures. The Congress was like, where do you get that from? It don't matter where we got it from. But what matters is we got it, and you can be in a lot of trouble. He wasn't really even that pressed. That was a long time ago. You know,
right.
Not really worried about that. Where did you even get him from? And that's when Tate pops in, like, yours truly, this is where he got it. I know you be out here.
He was like,
dang.
Me. Right.
Well, he was upset and angry when they told him the plan. The plan is for him to apologize and step down. And he was like, this will blow over in 6 months. But they did come up with a solution to make everybody happy. He steps down for 6 months. This whole thing, well, I mean, the whole thing doesn't have to come out. It's still a secret at this point. But if he just steps down for 6 months for whatever reason it is that he wants to step down, and he's supposed to endorse Tate, and then in turn, they will endorse him for the Senate. So it's almost like, you know, an upgrade, a vacation and an upgrade. At first I thought he called him a nigga. Then I had to double check and I was like, oh,
I did too. I rewinded.
I was like, you just say arrogant ass nigga?
I was looking down. I had rewinded. I was like, did he? I know Paul didn't just do that.
Yeah. That's what I thought happened. I thought he said you was one arrogant ass nigga.
I did too.
Whoa.
I
And I
said,
do recall like
minute.
a few weeks ago asking him not to have any more non-black folks saying nigga and no more chicken. She ain't got time for chicken now. She rolling around here. Well, the congressman agrees to that. Like I said, it's a win for everybody. He didn't want to do it just because he knew Tate was the one that came up with the scheme, basically, because that's what it is. Because he an arrogant ass nigga. But he didn't want to say it. But Tate said it for him. Mecca Dante, and Kane are back at the apartment, condo, penthouse, whatever it is. Mecca is making sure that Kane knows that he needs him to kill Lorenzo so they can build some trust back between the two of them. Because it seems as though the trust is gone awry amongst this group of people. Nobody is really trusting anyone. They keep stealing the drugs back and forth. This one got it, that one got it. So this is like a team building exercise. You kill your father, and the world is yours.
Mhm.
I'm gonna make sure you're running all of this empire I have here in New York. It's a lot of negotiating going on. Kane said, why can't we just kill Tariq? That's the real problem.
Okay.
We should not worry about we should just kill Tariq. Mecca's like, yeah, we're gonna take care of him too. That's coming. But you know, first things first, we need Lorenzo dead. How do you claim to love somebody? You don't love me if you want my son to kill his father. That's not love. That's psychoness.
It's psycho.
When they start talking about killing Tariq and Monet walks in, what y'all talking about? Well, we're not telling you because that's what we do over here. We talk behind each other's back and don't say what's going on. Dante was on some let's run away together when we all leave fly, but she was like, Zeke is not coming with us. He needs some time. And Drew and Diana are not coming either. And I don't know in what world he thought that was gonna be a thing. How is that gonna be a thing? You kill my daddy and we're gonna run away with you?
We just he got a sick mind. He has this fantasy in his head that it's never gonna be.
These are grown people. These are not little children.
This fantasy probably been in his head now because he said when he seen Zeke. I was gonna say since they were little, but nope. He said he seen Zeke on TV.
You know what's funny? And this is a couple episodes back when he approached Zeke. He said he got that tattoo, the Ezekiel thing with the Bible scripture. And I'm like, but you didn't know about Zeke, though. So when did you get the tattoo?
After he saw him on TV, because they look so much alike, he said that when he seen him, he knew that.
Is that what happened?
That's what he said. I was like, really?
It must have been that foot, that extra half inch on the foot. That must have been what it was. Because it ain't because they look alike. Zeke don't look like Mary or him. I'm gonna just call her Mary because she keep acting like Mary. She one step away from doing this.
I'm ready for her to do it too.
she wants
that would make me so happy.
Mecca makes a call to Tariq to meet up. Like he feels like Tariq, he has a tracker on him, so he's gonna know where he is at all times. So he wants to meet up with Tariq. Did he call him or text him? No, he called him. He called him because he was like, I see you're at school. And Tariq was like, no, the hell I'm not. Yeah. But that's, that's why you're so smart. How is he? Anyway, technology, I guess it works until it doesn't work. Until somebody figures out how to make it.
There's always a glitch.
Always. Tariq, he's clearly not at the dorm because he's meeting with the family lawyer. The adoption is back off again. So we're gonna celebrate that for a second, but not for too long, because off walks the family lawyer, up walks Sachs to tell Tariq that Lauren was dead. See what I'm saying? Tariq just be walking through his life out of one situation into another. He just walking around with his backpack. He still don't have a car. I want Tariq to have a car next season. If he's still walking around, I'm gonna be so mad. Like, why doesn't he have a car? It's just annoying.
All this money.
All this money. I got 50 G's exactly. I didn't get 50 G's and 5,000 so I could go buy me a car.
Right.
I bet his credit's good. I bet he can get one.
I'm sure it is.
Well, I mean, Sachs could tell by his reaction that he did not know that Lauren was dead. He explained the whole situation and that she was in a car accident, and Tariq is like, now he turned into Zeke. Are you sure? Are you sure that's how she died? I think we need to look into it. And he was like, well, I mean, do you think, can you think of any other way that she could have been killed? But, Tariq is smart enough not to say too much to Sachs. At least we don't trust him. Thank God, because that's an issue. Sachs goes to confront Davis, talking about we got blood on our hands because Lauren is dead.
Sachs.
And then ask him, did he let Kane listen to the recording? Why would he do that? What good would that be? To just go let Kane listen to it?
First of all, Sachs, you the one with the mouth. When the tape and all that happened, Tariq didn't know nothing until he ran into you at the elevator.
You told him about Carrie,
Yes.
you told him about Lauren.
You the one who did that.
Then you went and told your lawyer DA girlfriend that you knew who she was. You were running your damn
You
mouth.
told all of that.
All Davis did was go get a drink of water or something. Say, I'll be right back, and don't push the
Right.
car.
If anybody got blood, it's you, Sachs.
Well, Sachs grew a conscience when he was talking to his girlfriend. When he kissed her, he decided, oh, I like her. She's still like, wait a second. Davis asked him about his brother's case. He's like, besides all that, I don't remember what his brother's name is, but he said he's clearly innocent. So, Red Man, he asked him about the
We're
Red
just
Man
gonna
case.
call him Red Man.
And Sachs like he was clearly innocent. The person was at least 4 inches taller than him that committed whatever crime it was. And he was like, so then why is he still in jail? So he working on it. He told Sachs that's the most important case they got in that firm. So I need you to make moves. Yeah, because Tahad is already sitting at home, stealing drugs and killing people.
Clearly.
So Tariq is back at the dorm, spilling his heart out to Effie, the only person on the planet he can trust. He feels so bad about Lauren. He feels responsible for Lauren. He's a bad person. Everybody around him, it's a bad, they end up dead or hurt. That's why he rolled by himself. She's like, you're not by yourself. You have me, you have Brayden. He's like, I know I'm not by myself. I'm just saying, like, I'm paraphrasing at this point that he's not trying to deal with people because bad things happen around him. Like everybody gets dead and he's responsible.
True though. That is true.
So why are you trying so hard to still grow back? So he told her that if for any reason he goes away, he wants her to find his sister because she's the only person he can trust. That's so weird.
Her records. How did he figure she could find them?
Because she's Effie. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Oh, Effie bad.
She knows stuff. She knows how to do
And-
stuff.
and-
I'm just glad he's at this point kind of rethinking. Tariq, Jazz don't need to be around you. She's a little girl. Like, I don't know how you think that's gonna work.
I don't know how he ever thought.
You don't
That
even
was gonna
sleep
work.
unless there's a little girl in your bed. Because any other time you're walking around with a backpack on.
Mm-mm.
Or having nightmares about all the people that are dead because of you. So we out in witness protection land with Tasha in a bad wig. She done turned into, I don't know, Miss Marjorie. She went from Tasha to Miss Marjorie out in the middle of nowhere.
Vanessa. Vanessa.
She Vanessa girl, Vanessa with a bad wig. Vanessa heard some people roll up, and I don't think she was expecting company based on the way she reacted. And it was like, you could hear the tires going over the gravel. I'm like, but Vanessa don't have a driveway. Where is she?
Girl, Vanessa is in Timbuktu.
Like that was.
I thought when you go on witness protection, like Vanessa supposed to be having a job and living this whole other life. Vanessa acting like she is in the middle of the woods
She's
and
hiding.
I'm supposed to see her. Ain't she supposed to still like have a life? As
I
Vanessa.
know, but when she heard those cars, she, ducking down behind cabinets and she texted her people. I don't know who it was she texted, but she was like, I see the marshal outside. That's what it was. She looked out that window and seen it was like black cars and police-like vehicles.
Mm.
So she, she called her, text her people. They said, no, it's not us. Grab your bag and get to moving. But before she did that, the lady knocked at the door and called her by her name, Vanessa. So she paused. I don't know, like, why did that make you feel comfortable? Unless she just recognized, she must have recognized Tamika's voice. Because that was her lawyer at one point.
Mm-hmm.
If some stranger pull up to my door and call me by name, that's gonna make me more uncomfortable. Not, oh, they know me.
Mm-mm.
Driving up looking like the federale. Well, she decided to open the door, and like I said, it was Tamika. Tamika said she had a special delivery for her, and little Jasmine pops out the car. Why wasn't this a thing a long time ago?
You know what? Tamika probably got into it because she was like, this fool
Out here trying to get custody of some girl.
and now I'm finna make sure he don't get her because now she know he off the case, so he could legally get her. She probably like, nah, we ain't doing that.
Yeah, but he was the one responsible for it. Tariq is the one that set it up. Because him and Sachs are sitting there too, outside the house.
No, that wasn't that house. That was when she was supposed to go with the adoptive family.
No, he said, Sachs said, remember, you can never see them. You can't, because he wanted to get out the car.
Oh.
And Sachs was like, they can't see you. Like, as far as they're concerned, you don't exist. And Tariq said, but they'll be safe as long as I'm not around, right? And he said,
oh, okay.
Yeah. So he
that's
set the
when he
whole
set it
thing
up.
up. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he can't. You cannot take care of that little girl. Like you said, she already needs therapy and trauma. So does he. So while they're sitting there, Tariq asked Sachs, do he know Dante Spears? And Sachs was like, yeah. He's like the biggest informant, of all time. He said, matter of fact, he was telling him about how he went after Lobos, and he said, without Dante, we probably would have never gone after your father and Angela and the whole nine. So Dante is now responsible for Tariq's whole family falling apart. He probably wanted to get his ends. Tariq want to kill him. Lorenzo want to kill him. Mary want to kill him.
So do that mean he not Ghost brother like everybody saying then?
Say again?
Do that mean he not Ghost brother like everybody claiming?
I mean, I guess we'll get to that. It doesn't matter, does it?
It really don't at this point.
Tariq meets up with Drew. He got all these bags that look like the bag that Mecca is trying to get to. So the plan is for them to be out and about with the bags, one drop it off here, like it's like a decoy game pretty much, with all these different bags that look the same, so that the people that are watching them, because they know they're being watched, will be distracted by all the bags that look like Mecca's bag. Diana is supposed to be getting the actual bag because she's the only one that ain't nobody checking for. That doesn't make sense. Mecca should be smarter than that. But anyway, he says, so where are you gonna hide? Where are you gonna hide the real bag? And Tariq was like, in the same place where y'all stole my drugs.
Nigga.
Drew was like, yeah, about that. Don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Oh, shoot.
They got work to do. They can't really worry about them drugs. They're gone anyway. Lorenzo done put that shit out on the street. Drew meets up with Diana. So now that she can get the details, this is just so funny to me. So not all the players even know what they're supposed to be doing yet. He meets up with Diana so she can find out what she's supposed to do. Diana, you're gonna go over to the locker and get the bag, but don't look at it. Whatever you do, don't look in the bag.
Now, you know, somebody tell you that you want.
I'm looking in the bag. I'm looking in the bag.
And you know dang well Nosy Diana gonna look at me.
Nosy Rhonda would have looked in it. You want me to pick up a bag and then don't? I don't know what I'm carrying. Is it gonna blow up? Am I picking up a bomb? Why would you send me to pick up a bomb? I want to see what's in the bag.
Right.
She looked in the bag. Somebody watching the whole transaction go down, but it's not who we think it is necessarily. So there's definitely eyes on Drew.
Mm-hmm.
Soon as him and Diana ride off, you know, these niggas, I guess, are following Drew to see what he's up to. He got the bag, that's why. Or so they think. Detective Kevin calls Zeke down to the station. Now they're just friends, I suppose. Calls Zeke down to the station to show him a picture of Monet sitting at a red light camera right by Carrie's house. Do you know anything about that, Zeke? Zeke has that look on his face that says, oh my God, and it's written all over his face. And Kevin is like, what, you know, what's up with that? And Zeke came up with a story about how she was coming to pick him up, but he changed his mind, so he decided to go to Carrie. And he was like, okay, if that's the best you can do for Professor Milgram, what you want me to do? You came here and was like, are you sure she committed suicide really? And I'm telling you, here go your auntie, the drug dealer lady that goes around town random killing people, might have killed your girlfriend. Zeke got out of there though right after that. So Tariq and Kane, it's so funny how they always end up doing stuff together, but they hate each other so much. They're sitting outside the place wherever the drop was supposed to take place for, you know, I don't know, whatever it is that Lorenzo gets dropped. I mean, that Mecca gets dropped. Was Lorenzo supposed to be picking up drugs? Probably. I'm gonna assume that's what it was. They waiting, you know, to see what happens. And Tariq says to Kane, like, have you seen Lauren, my girl, Lauren? And Kane was like, I thought you was smashing that every chick. Nah, that's a bad bitch. Kane was like, chill, I'm gonna need you to chill and watch your mouth. Nigga, you can't have all the light-skinned ladies. Which one do you want? Because whichever one you don't want, I'll take the other. He didn't say that, that's what Bobby was giving.
You take Lauren then.
He tried, but she gave him a stank face. I think him and Effie, I don't know, we'll see.
There's something ain't right with them, but okay.
Kane was like, so what was in that bag? And Tariq is like, I don't know. So now we all just lying to each other. You lying, I'm lying. Tariq is like, what you need to do is worry about yourself and stop worrying about what I'm doing. And no sooner than that conversation popped off than, you know, the drop was about to happen. So here they are. So we're gonna go in, conversation over. They in there dropping off whatever it is that they came with, and one of them seen a bag, cause what was it? Was it Drew? Yeah, Drew handed the bag over to Lorenzo. Now Lorenzo is at the drop spot with the bag. One of these dudes see the bag and they're like, go check the bag and make sure it's Lorenzo's bag. Now by then, Kane and Tariq done sneak their way into the building. Kane is 100% ready to take Lorenzo out, about to shoot his
I
daddy.
can't believe that. I can't believe it. You're such an idiot.
He was about to take his daddy out, and Tariq is like, wait, don't do it. He knows we're here. It's all a part of the plan. I don't even know how he showed up to work, because right there, emotionally, I would have been like, what? I was about to kill my daddy. Now I have to like change gears all the way to wait, what?
And why couldn't they tell him that though?
They could have.
You know, that's so cold. That's some.
How come he couldn't just show up there and help them take these dudes out? That's
right.
It never had to be that. That has to be such an, and the thing that now he has to live with the fact that he was definitely about to kill his own father.
And then he gonna have to deal with Lorenzo, because Lorenzo probably know that because they're
about to do it.
Now the plan is coming out. You know what I'm saying? So now you know that he was gonna do it. How's it gonna work going forward?
Well, we're gonna have to kill somebody to build trust. That's how it works up there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, it's a whole full-blown shootout. People are, you know, shooting at each other. Niggas is falling out on the ground. Tariq has turned into a full-blown drug dealer shootout person, because I didn't even know that was a part of his thing. Like, I've seen him shoot people like, you know what I'm saying? But I've never seen him in a shootout.
Right.
Well, they did that. They killed all them dudes, all the Mecca soldiers, dummy. And they're like, where's Drew? Because Drew's not there. Where is Drew? Where you at, Drew? Because I'm pretty sure that pit stop was not part of the plan. That wasn't supposed to happen. Probably a good thing it did. Based on the way things turned out, it's probably a good thing it did. Really, Drew saved the day, but we'll get into that. Kane is like, I think I know where he is. How do you know that? Did you say something about that? Or he just like, it gotta be that nigga. Every time.
Right. He knew that's what it was. He knew that's what it was.
And he looks at Kane, he's like, are you coming? And Kane is like, Kane looks at Tariq and was like, are you coming? And Tariq is like, nah, I gotta go meet up with Diana. She's got the real bag. And Kane is like, she in on it too? Cold world. I was like, it is Kane, it's a cold world. They just played you, and I'm sorry, Kane. I just was really feeling for him in this episode. I'm like, y'all did him dirty. That was just dirty, dirty, dirty. You got done dirty by your mother and your father. Because like you said, Lorenzo knows that's part of the plan, and he knows he's going to do it. Y'all set him up to lose. Lorenzo took the camera and, you know, put it up to the man's face to see what was the last text or what have you. And he sees a text that says, BSK is on our side and we're on Drew. So now he knows that the dudes that was supposed to be his soldiers from the man that was in jail with him that he killed in the beginning, they're not on his side. They're not loyal. Why would you think they would be loyal?
That's what I said.
They wasn't loyal to the last nigga. They helped you kill him.
Come on.
Them don't sound like loyal soldiers to me. Loyal is Braden and will go down for you in court. The moral of that story, I mean, I guess get yourself a white boy because that privilege is a motherfucker. Sorry, D. Sorry. So back at the crib, Mecca is like feeling some type of way. He must, you know, that 7 cents must be kicking in. So he didn't call the feds and let them know his cover is probably blown. It's blown. Tariq told you everything. It's blown. Your cover's blown.
It's been blown.
Now they all know. Drew meets with Everett. Everett is mad because Somebody said that he used his ID to get into a restricted building, and he wants to know if Drew has something to do with it because they're supposed to be trusting each other. And Drew is like, you think I have something to do with that? Why would you blame me? Well, that's why I'm asking you. This isn't important, bro. We're supposed to be, you called me, come on, but see, that's how you know when a nigga is lying. When they say, you had me come all the way over here for that, like you could, yeah, lies.
See, and it made me think. I was like, did they quarter this dude to have him call him? Because I'm like him. You really called him over there and said it was an emergency, and that was your emergency, though?
To him, that is an emergency though, because to him, he's thinking, this is why it's an emergency. Because to him, they said he was in a restricted building. He's a basketball player. He's a good kid. He doesn't want, they might write that in his file, and when he gets ready to go to grad school, then they're gonna look at his file and see he was over there in a restricted building.
He a snitch.
He is a snitch.
Somebody paid him to, or threatened him to have Drew come over there. That's what I believe. That's
No, I think he's just a goody two shoes.
Well, then he got to go. Go on and kill him like we was 2 episodes.
Well, Drew done put it on him, so now he's confused because nothing was resolved from that conversation because he got to go to basketball practice. So now Drew's out there in the parking lot of the college campus at the basketball practice. When Everett walks in the building, the B2K dudes roll up on him and be like, yeah, we're following you. We've been following you this whole time. Now, where's the freaking bag? Where the bag at? Because we know you got the bag.
Is they B2K?
Huh?
Is that really their name?
BSK, not B2K.
I'm like Omarion and them.
I mean, he did look like Omarion and them. He was B2K type-ish, yeah. Anyway, they start beating Drew's ass. Now, Drew could fight, but it was 2-on-1. So he wasn't doing, they done kicked him. And he like, you B2K niggas, y'all done betrayed us, y'all. And he was like, why would we work for what? Why would we work for the Connect? I mean, why we work for the plug when we can get to the Connect? Whoever the boss is. I don't know where the hierarchy is, but you know what I mean.
That's how they all think.
They want to work for the Connect?
Everybody want to be the kingpin.
It's not a good spot to be in. It doesn't seem like it. I don't know no kingpins. That's a lie. They all dead.
Yeah, it's not a long-term position.
Well, while Drew is out there getting his ass kicked, Lorenzo shows up back at the house. Diana's there, so they have a moment to chat. He asked Diana, what's in that bag, Diana? She's like, that's so not fair. Y'all just think I'm the most untrustworthy person in the family, like I'm a snitch. Really, Poppy? And he's like, no, you're not a snitch. You just smart. You think ahead. So
you nosy as hell.
So you looking in the bag is you looking out for the family, because it's family first, because that's how we roll around here. And she was like, well, I did look in the bag. And I didn't see everything, but what I did see was paperwork that had my name on it, Kane, Drew, Zeke. It was like bank papers, like a trust fund or something. And it had Monet's name on it. She was like, I see your name. I don't know. I don't think you're going. So now he's thinking Monet is about to run away with Mecca with all his money. Mecca does have a lot more money than Lorenzo. Lorenzo told Diana, look, you stay here, and when your brothers get here, you make sure all y'all stay here. How is that? Diana's gonna make Kane and Drew stay home?
Yeah, good luck. Well, who showed up?
Kane showed up at the college campus while Drew was getting his ass kicked.
Yeah, you did.
But we're talking about that now, and if it come up again. So, homeboy was getting ready to shoot Drew, and Kane shows up. Well, we knew Kane was gonna show up and save Drew. So now it's a fair fight. So Kane and Drew are kicking, but Drew might be getting his butt kicked a little bit more because he was already beat up, so he ain't, in a good place. But it was just a kick fight. Wasn't no guns involved. It was some niggas on the ground getting kicked the shit out of. One of them got shot, didn't he?
Yeah.
Or no? Did they shoot one? One got shot? No,
thought
there
so.
was no guns because they was outside the college campus. He was about to. They just kept kicking and kicking and kicking until he was unconscious. And then the one dude, he
They said put
Drew
him in
was
the back.
about to shoot him, but he did not. Okay, was like, you're not out here. We are at the
Mhm.
school. So they didn't shoot him. They just kicked him some more and said they were gonna put him in the trunk. And thanks for helping me, bro. We're glad you were here to save my life because he was sure about to get taken out. Tariq shows up with the bag at Mecca's apartment condo penthouse. This is the bag with the this is the real bag. Yeah, I'm supposing it's the real bag. At some point, Monet had texted him. She was talking to Mecca. And he was like, it's a change of plans, tell Tariq to come over here. So he was, he came over there, but in the meanwhile, Monet pulls a gun on Mecca. That must be one long elevator ride. Mecca's like, let him up. Tariq is at the bell, let him up. She's like, yeah, let him up. And she's standing there holding a gun to Mecca. And they argue back and forth about, you lied to me. And she's like, you lied to me too.
And I'm like, why do y'all do that? Why can't you just shoot them? Why do we have to talk? Just shoot.
We had a whole conversation about how they lied to each other, but the whole time Mecca was excited about it. He really likes her. He said he would do anything to have her. That's creepy, Mecca. You shouldn't say that to people. That makes people uncomfortable. You shouldn't say that.
Mm-hmm.
She shot his ass though. He started walking towards her. She shoots him dead in the head, and then Tariq walks off the elevator. I was like, how long was that elevator ride that a whole conversation took place? And she killed him. Enters Tariq. Meanwhile, Lorenzo over there, because he mad, because he think that Mecca is trying to run away with his girl. So he goes over to the hangar. Zeke pulls up in his fly-ass car with a hoodie on. So Lorenzo can't see who he is. So he just assumes that it's Mecca. And when Zeke walks up on the plane, Lorenzo just shot Zeke.
He really didn't mean it, though. He didn't mean to shoot Zeke. He meant to shoot Mecca.
Guess what he did, though? He did not shoot Mecca.
No.
He shot Zeke.
I know. I felt sorry for Lorenzo in that moment.
He had a hoodie on, but there's no way that you could.
He never seen Mecca though.
Yeah, he did. They met up to get the deal.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Well, yeah,
he looked like him. Zeke got to be way.
Well, did we forget that Mecca and Zeke look just alike? Did we forget that?
And they got the same size feet. You right.
Yeah.
That's probably what it was. Well, y'all.
He had the Ezekiel tattoo on. I mean, God. Zeke
is dead. He laid out on the airplane stairs. He ain't got to worry about the draft. Finding out who his mother and father was the worst thing that could ever happen to him. So
yeah, that's sad. They messed that whole boy life up.
Messed his life up. Told him he was 12 when he was really 16. Jeez, oh Pete.
Oh, Zeke had to go.
Laying up there with a bullet in his head. Monet was like, "What's Tariq,
That shocked me because I didn't really think Mecca was gone. I didn't really think she was
I didn't think she was gonna take him out because I feel like there's other stuff that needed to be
explained. Mecca, y'all dropped a bomb on us last week talking about him being a foreman and him
just took him out like that.
Yeah.
But there's like other things out here that connect. Anyway, he's dead, so we just won't be connecting no dots. It's done. He's out. Monet tells Tariq, you said you wanted out. I'm gonna keep my word. If you want out, you want out. And Tariq is like, I told you to kill the nigga after I got my money. I don't have my money, so now I guess we still gonna have to be in business together for a while because I don't have my money. The Tejada family is all at home together again. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Mecca's dead. Everybody's happy that he's dead. Monet comes in there claiming, you know, that she shot him, and Lorenzo looking at her like, no, you didn't, because I did. So what are you talking about? And then Diana calls everybody to come in the other room, like, hey, y'all, come look at this. So already, like, they just got home.
It said businessman, didn't it?
I'm just saying, they already found the body and all of that, everything.
I guess so, child. He in that building.
She hadn't even got home yet. As soon as she walked in the door.
She had made a couple of stops.
Well, anyway, it's all on the news, how Mecca got killed and, you know.
But that's what I said, on the news, they called him a businessman. Was that his front?
Yeah, I guess. And the businessman got killed at the penthouse, which is concerning for Lorenzo because he didn't kill Mecca at the penthouse. He killed him at the hangar on the airplane. So now he's probably like, so who the hell was that? Because
right.
I wasn't at the penthouse. He can't get past security. It ain't looking good. Right about then, Monet goes, has anybody heard from Zeke? And they all like, nah. Rizzo's like, ah, damn. Wonder what that means. Old girl from the DEA from back in the day when, who was it? She was hiding.
I couldn't stand her. I could not stand her.
It's funny because, what's his name? Because Kylie calls him Scooby Snack.
Oh.
Homeboy that the DEA lady was hiding to flip on Tommy. What's his name? He was the one that was working with Tommy, that was running the club. Homeboy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's his real name.
Rotini, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Kylie calls him Scooby Snacks, so I can never remember what his real character name is. I'm not sure why he got called Scooby Snack, but that's what she calls this kid.
Probably that nose. That's all you can see on him is that nose.
No, I think it has something to do with like him looking like a little boy. Like she's like Scooby Snacks out here killing people. But anyway, there's no evidence of who killed. Okay. Sometimes I just don't like to be played. Sometimes I like for things to make sense. And now that I'm saying it out loud, it doesn't make sense. So the DEA is in there investigating the situation and the news already got the story. How did that happen? They already know and the DEA, the blood is still on the floor? Well, there's no evidence of who might have killed him. The footage on the camera, everything has been erased because Effie, the only person that Tariq can trust, Effie, showed him how to erase the cameras. So he erased everything except the part where he was standing at the front desk. Good job, Tariq.
That was a different camera. They got him coming in the door or something, they said.
Well, he should have bought himself a hoodie. Why he walking in the door in a high-tech penthouse where y'all are planning to kill people, Tariq?
Right.
All y'all stupid. Don't even make sense. Anyway, she looks straight at the camera and says, oh, Tariq St. Patrick, we meet again. And that's never good.
I was like, he just got out of this. Now here he is right back in with something else. And that's why you didn't need that little girl.
I just thought about something else too, because I just said that Drew was the only one getting booty. Drew was not the only one getting booty. Sack's been over here getting a lot of booty too in every episode.
And it ain't nice either. That's the
that's
nasty.
what he's doing now. He over there getting booty, but now they kissing and things. So does she change her mind? Does she like it wasn't even no get booty? It was all snuggly, and she had a lingerie, and they was like rubbing each other's hair, and it was a moment.
And you just called him stupid for telling you he was confessing that he almost killed her. So
she changed her mind, and he changed his mind because just like you said in the beginning, Sax ain't changed. He has not changed. He's decided that he loves her so much that he's gonna be her informant, and anything that he hears from Davis, he gonna tell her. And I believe they kissed, and she was very much opposed to kissing last week, but this week she's into kissing this nigga.
Mm, mm, mm.
So Texas back on the side of white. I mean, right. He's back on the side of right. Texas in his office, he done already got a sign made up to say he's the congressman. He called his brother
so
Kamal
cocky.
over there because he needs to talk to him. So to answer your question from last week, Kamal is mad. Yes, he's mad.
Yeah, I've been pissed. Come on, he lost his whole job.
Not only is he mad, he got fired. Yeah.
Dang. Mm-mm.
His brother Tate said, don't worry about it. Because you know what? I want you to be the head of my security during my campaign. I bet that
That's a
job
slap
pays,
in-
well, I bet that job pays very good.
That's a slap in the face. He didn't work up to make it where he at in his job.
But he didn't work hard because Tate helped him.
But
get
I'm
that position
thinking,
too.
how many years have Kamal was in the police department?
I helped you get up, I helped you move up, and I'm gonna help you again. Now,
Oh
do you
my
want to work for
goodness.
me or no?
No.
He did not say no. He said, do I look stupid? And Tate said, is that a yes? Because it
I mean,
definitely
at
wasn't
this
a no.
point, he got to pay his bills, but that's so messed up.
So you
Tate.
can take the job then.
You
Is that what I'm
ran
hearing?
before and didn't get it. So it ain't even no guarantee you gonna get it this time. But man, ain't nobody trying to be your little
Listen, when you be on campaign and you be like, donate this money to my campaign, donate that money, that could pay for Kamal's salary. Just take the job,
Right.
Kamal. What else you wait? It's Friday. You ain't got no job. You might as well take this one.
That's messed up.
Listen. It's hard out here for a pimp. Everything's getting wrapped up nice and tight in the bow. Effie is taking herself back to her own school. I'm guessing her and Tariq that's her new boyfriend. Sorry about it, Lauren, but now they're kissing each other out in public. So I'm gonna say that means they're together. It wasn't no secret.
You
in the
should all
door.
moved on fast. See how they
He didn't move on fast, like he moved on while she was still alive.
well, true.
Niggas.
Uh-huh.
He did manage to send Tasha a note when, through Jasmine's backpack. Jasmine's backpack is full of extra phones, camera equipment. They can FaceTime, and there's a note in there.
Backpack.
Yeah.
One of them backpacks.
He letting her know he gonna work his best to be with them someday. We'll see. And Monet gets a phone call. It's Popo. He said, is this Monet, the guardian of Zeke Spears? The nigga named Spears now. Is this the guardian of Zeke Spears? And she said, yes, I'm his mother. I'm his anti-mother. Well, he's dead.
Dang.
Sorry to tell you. And sing. That's it. That's how we went up, y'all. I was very much on an emotional roller coaster. I had a whole lot of intense, high blood pressure moments. It was a lot.
Well, Zeke had to die. Cause Power had this whole gangster mentality, and he really made it a comedy. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody, this whole season.
What is that character like? I think it's on Looney Tunes or something that would be like, which way did he go? Which way did he go?
We had 1,000 jokes, and then he had the nerve to come out with that I ain't no hoe video, and I was like, Zeke, now.
I still haven't seen that. You said you were gonna
and he
send
was
me the
singing, he
link.
wasn't even rapping. Oh, I gotta send it to you.
You gotta send me that.
Make it so bad. So I was like, they definitely had to kill that character off because it was just too much going on. Like we was waiting on Zeke to be done.
Well, and the MVP is definitely Braden. Braden, you're the MVP of this episode. Because when you walked in that courtroom, I'm glad you have faith because I was literally like, and it's funny because I got up like really early this morning to watch it because I knew we were reviewing today. So it's like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning and I'm laying in bed and I'm watching it. And I'm like trying not to wake him up. So I'm like, oh. It was so nice to watch it the second time where I could breathe and let out some of my emotions, 'cause that was terrible. That was
Mm.
terrible. All right, y'all. Well, that was the finale of Power Book 2, and I guess we're gonna be on to Tommy in the next one. Tell him what to do, D.
Yay, Tommy. Tommy in the shy. I like that. I'm glad it didn't work out for him to be in Vegas. Come on over here to the Midwest.
Who, Tommy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell him what to do, D.
Smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to our channel.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Sometimes our merch is coming out on Black Friday.
Our merch is coming out on Black Friday.
Oh, you got merch? Oh, shoot. Black
We
Friday?
got merch.
Don't
We said
play.
we was gonna make it for, but I remember you forgot that.
Bye, y'all.